These odds stamps that his kit is built around buffs power and speed per stack. Celestial Saber, his main stat gains steel self buffs, restore HP and gains 1 to 3 stacks 3 stack on critical hit. Distortion, main defensive and offensive debuff skill, needs stacks for max effect. Calamity, his main DPS skill, increases damage based on stacks. At max stacks, uses distortion after attacking, which slows down his usage in AF, so avoid max stacks in spamming in AF. At 255, the skill percent is increased by around 40%. Unfortunately, it's a one-hit skill. Zealot passive. Start of battle distortion still use and 10x basic attack damage. 10x basic is good for 0 MP mob clears with dexterity's demands, but the default distortion use also slows down fight times. The decent 0 MP clear option 10x passive does not work with his personal weapon basic attack change. Stellar skill. Self-damage buff stacks but the mid-damage skill. Huge nuking skill in burst and gives himself hold ground and extra stacks. At 255, the skill percent is increased by around 60%, but it's not really a high percent skill to start with except in burst. Animation time is slow in air for spamming. The king just oil farms too much. Personal equips has 100% damage for every dead party member. Buffs do not go away even after you revive them. Can revive party one time with his personal sword. It's not very practical to kill own party members for this. Just ignore their existence unless you want to make some meme clear. This is equipment set up for 0 MP mod clear. This is the setup for normal DPS because his personal equips are just cope. My opinions on Guildna. Self-supporting fire DPS with good debuffs. Distortion is the best F2P debuff right now and it doesn't take much effort to maximize. Unfortunately, his hit count is low and attacks low, so it's bad for HP sponge content and AF. Better DPS than Aldo until you reach HP sponge content, but you can still use him as support for HP sponges. His personal equips are interesting but very impractical to actually make use of. Still, he has multiple uses, like support, DPS or mob clearer. The king got good upgrades and doesn't need high shadow to make use of his kit at least.